What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Women Rock Wednesday. Let me make sure I'm on it. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Hold on, y'all. Let me go out, come back in, just make sure. Oh, there I am. It's Women Rock Wednesday. I can't wait, fellas. When I see you up on the screen, you cool with me. But you know it's the Women's Day today. But I got you, fellas. I got you. Cause I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Let me share. How do you share? Share. Okay. Share my groups. This is what I have to do every single day. When the show go live, I got to go over to YouTube and send it over to go to YouTube and find it. And let's see, make sure it's on. And then what I do from YouTube, I send it over to Twitter. I see you, fellas. I see you, fellas. I'm gonna talk about y'all in a minute, but right now it's about the ladies. It's about the ladies. It's their day, and I know you could appreciate that. What else I wanted to do? I wanted to go over to Twitter and see, can I get to Twitter? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. And go to another feed. Hey, my sister's in the building. Greatest sister in the world. All of them the greatest. All of them the greatest sisters in the world. But yeah, I was just sharing the show with everybody. My sister's the first woman on the show today. It's Women Rock Wednesday. I can't wait to get this show cracking. I got so much stuff to talk about. The WNBA, they reached their tentative agreement. The players and the Players Association have come to agreement. Now they got to go back to the actual the players and the owners. The people negotiating for the owners and the Players Association, they met, they agreed. So now they got to take it back to their bosses and say the players going to vote on it, and then the NBA owners going to vote on it. So, but a shout out to everybody today. It's breaking news. The WNBA and the WNBA PA have reached a tentative verbal agreement for a new CBA. A CBA, in case you didn't know, CBA is a collective bargaining agreement. You cannot play. That's what they're trying to get in college. A collective bargaining agreement where everything is laid out how you are going to conduct business. It's collective bargaining. It's what hotels you're going to stay in, how much you're going to be paid. The more you get in, it's a unique thing about it. And the term sheet, like I said, will now go to the players so they can vote. And the board of governors, the owners, they're going to vote to ratify the new agreement. The new salary cap, the new salary cap for the women starts at 7 million, and that's up from 1.5. Y'all, the whole team of 12 players had to split up 1.5 million. Now they split up 7 million. That's a big deal. And they got the average revenue share nearly 20% across the deal. It used to be 9%. The players got 50%. The NBA players got 50%. The owners, and they real partners. The WNBA was getting 9%. When you don't understand why these girls were talking about it, they just wasn't getting a fair shake of the deal. And then the owner's gonna always pry. We ain't making no money. We ain't make. Well, show us your books. Show us your books. So let's see what else happened. The super max for the women is going to start at $1.4 million, and the average salary is going to be in the range of 600,000 a year. And the minimum any player can make is 200. Excuse me, $300,000. That's the minimum. If you're in that league, you're gonna be making at least $300,000. Um, the salary, and then the key thing they got it, and the salary is tied to revenue growth. So if the revenue grows, the salary grows. Basketball related income, just like the players have. If the revenue grow, our salaries grow. They got let me see, but like I said, both of them got that outcome that was desirable for both the league and the players. You never thought that women's sports would have a moment like this. I mean, I just these some smart, brilliant women, and Nafisa Collier. They need to thank NECA Agumake. They need to thank Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, because when they started that Unrivaled League, and they were making more money in 3 months playing 3-on-3 than they did in the WNBA. It starts a mess, but those women went out there and started something. Shout out to those powerful, powerful women out there. What else? What else I wanted to talk about? Y'all got to understand, salaries last season carried an average of 100,000, according to they. Now the average gonna be 600,000. So shout out to them, those people who helped in those negotiations. What's up, everybody? I see y'all. My sister's in Calvert Jackson. That's my sister. She is in the building. I see you, Brad. I see you, Eric. I see you, Boone. But I last night was tipped. The ball was tipped last night, and the dance began. The dance began. The ball was tipped, and the dance began last night. Did y'all see Howard? Did y'all see that other game? Y'all know I can't chip for that other game. But I'm glad a young kid out of this area, Tremont Mark, make the clutch shot to win the game last night. But I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. I didn't want. It was a game that I wish both coaches lost. I didn't want Will Wade to win, and I didn't want Sean Miller to win. But somebody had to win. Somebody had to win. And don't forget, we're gonna talk about this Tyrus Thomas stuff. So y'all tell a friend, tell another friend, let's text, let's tag, let's tell somebody. And I want y'all to do it with a little vim, vigor, and vitality. And let's do it quickly, because we want to talk about some stuff and get some solutions to some stuff, because it's just a lot of misinformation and disinformation out there. And on this show, I just try to get it. I just try to get it right. I try to study. I try to prove myself. I try to just figure this thing out. Y'all got to understand, this show, this platform, we sit in the world's messiest intersection. Y'all can come up. Think about it. Y'all can come on this show and bring up a topic, and we gonna talk about the topic in real time. Let me repeat that. This is a platform that everybody, my sister, Brad Kimball, Michael Jordan, can come up here and bring on a topic. And if the topic real good, y'all, if you can, we can figure out a way. I can put you on speaker and let you. We can even talk to you about it. That don't happen. Brian Boatwright. Brian Boatwright, whatever you want to talk about, sports, entertainment. We sit in the world's messes in the center. Sports, entertainment, summer basketball, high school basketball, all kind. I mean, the law, gender, race. I mean, everything. And we can sit like we're in the barbershop and talk about this stuff. You follow me? Shout out to Kenny Blakely, Blakeney and the staff at Howard. And man, I know how hard it is to win in HBCU. I know how hard it is. I know what you've been through up there. I'm on the phone talking to coaches all the time. And let me tell y'all something. Can I share something with y'all? Johnny Arnett. When we see, y'all hear me. I want y'all to hear me on this one. When you see these kids getting in the transfer portal next week, in a couple of weeks, don't blame these kids. Some of them just hopping in there, but you can't blame them as a whole. It's kids that I know of been told this week, you got to move around. I need your scholarship. Let me repeat that. Johnny Arnett, I don't know if you know that. Antoine, I don't know if you know that. And I don't know about the people that mad their best player left Howard for Creighton. So what? People leave all the time. I would leave Howard for Creighton. Creighton got a better payday. Yes. That's just some of them people online. Man, let me tell you something. Antoine, I really don't know who you are, but Antoine, man, you ain't gonna never please everybody. And that's the quickest way to failure. Man, sometimes people just want to go. You don't know, this kid might have needed those NIL dollars. He gonna get an education. He done been to Howard. He done had the Howard experience. I don't blame these kids for leaving. And I know you don't either. But I'm just saying, I just don't blame them. I just don't. But Johnny Arnett, it's young men that's going to these colleges. And the colleges is letting them play. I'm finna look at something, man. They play in every game of the year. Right? Hold up. Playing every game of the year. And at the end of the season, they letting these players go, man. And we round here mad at the players for leaving these sorry ass coaches. Y'all understand me? Hold up, I'm trying to see something. I got to pull this up right quick. Oh, it must be the wrong year. No, it's the right year. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Kid played in 31 games for them. Got 9 minutes per game, I think. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. His stats are horrible. Stats horrible. So you really can't blame the coach. But my young people, Y'all got to hear me on this. You got to hear me on this. You can't shoot 33% from the field, right? 30% from three-point land. 55% from the free throw. You're replaceable. You're replaceable. I know you're a freshman, but if you're a freshman, man, if you get in the game, you got to be efficient. Yeah. They telling these kids, man, yeah, some of these kids are hurt. But when I go look at the stats, I can't get mad at the coach. Coach, they trying to get rid of a coach that got 20 wins a season, 7 years in a row. He had one bad year, they trying to get rid of him. I can't get mad at the coaches. Coach said you got to move around, man. So I keep telling y'all, man. I keep telling y'all. And y'all, a lot of y'all don't want to hear it. We got to make sure these kids are prepared to make shots when they get to the next level. In college, you can't, wide open shots, man, you got to hit in the game, you got to hit 4 out of 10 of them. As close to 4 out of 10 of them. Them threes, because they're important. That's an important metric of the game. You can't turn the basketball over. That's an important metric of the game. You got to be able to offensive rebound. That's an important metric of the game. Those things equate to winning. No, this is a freshman. It's a freshman. Been told to move around. And it's happening all over the country, Johnny Arnett. But I don't understand these guys. I don't understand these guys telling freshmen you got to move around. Let them come in. You got to have something back. Hey, but I don't know. I guess every case is different. Every case is different. Because I know for a fact some of these coaches are riding as hell. But tonight, Prairie View, SWAC, the SWAC is representing. Man, I need Prairie View to win this game. Prairie View win this game, all of us win. They benefited from us when we won. So the whole, they win this game, they get 2 units. Because they're going to play in the next game. So they get 2 units. So they get 2 mil to split in the SWAC. I mean, I can't say what the coach, I don't know what the coach knew what he was getting. I don't know. All I know is sometimes when the facts change, the truth change. And I ain't mad at the coach, because that's his job on the line. My job ain't on the line. His own job. I ain't even mad at the coach. But everybody now's a win now. You're right. Everybody's a win now mentality. They don't have time to develop nobody. When your little old freshman ass come in there, you better be ready to play now. Or you better go somewhere that you can make a little bit more mistakes. But you got to hit shots. You can't, a freshman guard cannot shoot 50% from the free throw line. It can't happen. You can't hit 30% from three and shoot 30%. You just can't. You just can't. You got to be able to put the ball in the basket. You said, how do college coaches develop kids anymore? I don't know. You got to ask them. Prairie View play against Lehigh tonight. I haven't scouted Lehigh. I haven't really looked at them. I'm gonna ask y'all. You know what? I'm gonna put these numbers up again. Because y'all some pretty smart people. Let me put these numbers up here for you. Let me put some numbers up here for y'all. Let me put some numbers up here for my people. All right. Let's say you had a freshman guard. Okay. Y'all write these numbers down. You have a freshman guard. All right. You play him in 31 of your 33 games. Let's write that number down. Come on now. You thought enough of him to play him in 33 games. Okay. He played 9 minutes a game. It's 40 minutes, so he played 25% of the minutes in the game. Hold on. He took 60 shots and made 14 of them. That's 23%. Okay, y'all write this down. He shot 25. Wait a minute. Is that right? Damn. He shot 25 threes. He hit but 2 of them. Right. Two out of 25. Hold on. Free throw. He shot 63% free throws. See what else he did. He didn't give me. Oh, yeah, he's got to go way down here. Shit. Let's see. Hold up. What that name at again? Hold on. Oh, it's down there. There it is right now. He had 11 steals, had 30 turnovers to 9 assists. But you tell him he got to move around. You cut him. When you come to your house, do they say, I help you get better as a man, a ball player? Yes, but, and that's what happens. Is the assistant coaches getting fired? Because it sounded like to me he was better than players 5 through 11. because he played 31 games. Oh my God, I like that. Was there no one on the team that could take his playing time? I like that, Frank Young. I like that. I like that. But the key was he got playing time. So when you get playing time, Frank, actually, first for me, help me, Frank. When you get playing time, don't you have to produce? Y'all help me. It's weird. It's weird, Frank. Frank, it's just weird. And you know, some coaches different. I mean, hold up, man. Somebody sent me something. I did not put it up on the screen, but I'm finna put it up now. I like that, Frank. Tell me more. This is what's going on out here now. Wait a minute. Tell me more. My young people out here. This is why I tell y'all need to get in that gym. Because these folks, hold up. Because these folks ain't playing. These coaches' jobs are at stake. If you can help him win, and it just might be this particular team. You follow me? But should we give up so quickly on a freshman? Should we? Should we? And somebody sent this, they said they got a text today from a D1 basketball player and got his permission to post this. They said this is one of the new realities of college sports. And I'm going to put that up here right now. Let's see. What did I do? Oh, hold up. Yeah. And I just like to give y'all this kind of information, man. This was the new reality. The young man said, I'm hitting the portal. Coach told me he didn't want to develop freshmen and would rather get portal guys. You signed him. You recruited him. You told his parents, y'all need to share this show. Y'all need to be right now. Do me a favor, text, tag, and tell everybody you know. Let's have a town hall. Let's have a town hall, Johnny Arnett. I'm Frank Young. I hope he can produce, but if he doesn't produce, then we have no other players that can take his minutes. Then we may be recruiting the wrong players. Good point, Frank. I like that, Frank. I got somebody to talk to today. Good point, Frank. Let me put Frank up on the screen. Cause, hold up, Frank. Let me put your other one up there, Frank. Where did you start talking at? Where did you come? Cause Frank, I haven't. First time I ever seen your name, and I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know, cause you know everybody, can come on this show. You said, no, not this one. That ain't the one I want. I want the big one. I want to put it big, Frank. I'm sorry. I want to put it big so you can see it big. I want you. You said the first comment. You said, hold up, oh shit, Frank, Frank, they messed me up today, Frank. So Frank, let me Yeah, Frank, you got your hat on me today over there, Frank. Hold up, Frank. Let me uh let me get you right. They be like when I change systems, Frank, sometimes Frank said, is the assistant coaches getting fired? Because it sounds like we was better than I guess you said he was better than 5 to 12 players because he played 31 games. Was there no one on the team that could take his playing time? Huh. Then you came back with another one, Frank. I'm liking it. You said, uh, I hope you said no, I hope he can produce, but if he doesn't produce, then we have no other players that can take his minutes, then we may be recruiting the wrong players. But this guy sent me this. They sent me this today. Hold on. Let me put that up here again. Let me put it up here again. I'm so sorry. Uh, put it back up there again. This happened. And the guy said he got this text today from a D1 basketball player and got permission to post it. This is one of the new realities of college sports. Let me make that small because it's taking, quit putting it so big on me. Is this one of the realities, Frank? In most cases, defense, hustle, and tangibles can get you minutes. But if you can't put that thing in a hoop, your minutes will be limited. You said that's on the staff? Uh, Johnny, you said what you mentioned earlier. I don't remember because now you see why kids be so pissed. Yes. Hmm. Yo, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. It's interesting. And me, I just hope. What up, Paul Miranda? See, I like the hope that wish the best in every situation. Me, I do. But I know some of these coaches are some rotten son of a gun. I know it. And they can't help it. They grew up that way. I like that. Coach Frank, uh, a man said, what's your response? Hold on, let me make Michael Jordan bigger. I like when y'all talk to each other. Coach Frank, hold up. Michael Jordan said, what's your response? Mike, you might need to ask him what your response to what, Mike? You ain't told him. Hold up, y'all. Let me make this bigger. How can I make this bigger? What it happened? Okay. There we go. What's your response, Coach Frank? Coach Frank, you can ask the mic at any. Uh, I'm just. Share the show, man. I need some more people talking to me. I like y'all, but I want to love somebody else. I like y'all, though, but I want to like somebody else too. Um, share the show. You take a freshman, you play him all these games. They ain't playing but 9 minutes a game, but you play him all these minutes. And then at the end of the year, you tell a young man, I I got to get better. I mean, I'm finna go in the public and get me some dudes. And then I got a dude that's got hurt. He coming back. So it ain't gonna be no room for you. You got to move around. Frank said that was a question. Frank said that was a question. Let me see what Frank question. But if he, I don't see no, I don't see no. I hope, nope. I don't understand, Frank. I don't understand how you tied this one together. I don't, y'all. Hey, when y'all talking, when y'all make comments, do me a favor and go and pretend we don't know the other comment, because we have to go back up the prepare and you like if you answering talking about a comment, say what particular, because you said no. I don't know what you mean by no, Frank. You said when the young fella said he was hitting the port. Oh, how did you respond to the player? How? What you mean? How do you respond to the player? Did you encourage him? This hold up, Frank didn't put this up here. What? Hold up. Frank, that ain't Frank comment. Frank didn't put that up there. I put that. Somebody sent me that. Michael Jordan. Did you side with the player? Did you ask? You must be asking me. Frank didn't say, I said that. Did you ask what was he doing to develop the scene? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. First of all, Michael, if a coach playing you in 31 games and getting you 9 minutes a game, he saw something. That's the coach's responsibility. It ain't our responsibility to ask, did I side with the player or nothing like that. It ain't about, this ain't about siding with nobody. I don't know what you talking about, Mike. This not a, and let me put Mike's comment up here because I don't even know what the hell Mike talking about. You said when the young fella said he was hitting the port, somebody sent me this. He said he got a text. This wasn't Frank. Somebody, Mike, when you see this, what happened when you hop on the show and don't know what the hell we talking about. Somebody sent this to me, Mike. He said he got a text from a player today, from a D1 player, basketball player, and he got permission to post this. He said, this is one of the new realities of college basketball. Right? And you just assume it was Frank. Frank ain't saying nothing. Frank just trying to comment. So he said, this is one of the new realities. And then he sent me this. This wasn't Frank now. This what the person sent me. I told sometimes, Frank, see, some people just come on the show and they just automatically know what we talking about. Man, come in and sit down and chill for a minute. Raise your hand when you talk. But I love it, Mike. But I'm glad you did that, Mike, so I can see Frank. I ain't never seen Frank's name. Frank, when you come on this show, man, we gonna talk about everything, Frank. All I'm thinking about, Frank, was somebody. Now, hold up now. Now, this is a different story than the story that I talked to y'all about earlier about the young player. Hold up. This player right here is different from the player I just gave you the stats of. So there's two different players. I'm just showing you, this guy said this is the realities of college sports right now, Mike. Mike, this ain't that on the screen. This is not even the same player that I was talking about. I'm talking about another player. I don't even know this player right here. But I know that the player that I was talking about, that I gave y'all the numbers on, I know him. But it just so happened, while this happening to him, this happening to somebody else. I don't know what school this kid go to. I don't know what school this person go. But when he said he got this text from a D1 player, and he got his permission to post it. He didn't post his name. He just posted it. And the player, and the guy said, Robert, this is one of the new realities in college sports. Just a new reality. And listen, I got this after I was told that just a kid that I know that happened to, the one I gave you the figures, the numbers on. So it's happening all over the country. And I know these coaches, ladies and gentlemen, I know these coaches are under a lot of pressure to win. I know they are. So, and they might not have time. And maybe, hold up, and maybe they said, maybe this kid can get some time somewhere else. But right here, I can't afford them 31 games no more. Because when I look at his stats, the guy I'm talking about, his stats didn't help me win. He said the player, hold on, let me put this up. This is why I love y'all. This is why I love you. Y'all, hey, y'all, this is good, man. Why ain't y'all sharing this? Somebody can get help by this, man. You said the player had an opportunity to have it. So on the other hand, you were on the floor and you did not perform. And the current system, this was a possible outcome. Be prepared. Oh, I like that. I like that. Y'all, some people need to hear that. Hold up, y'all. See, y'all playing around out here, man. Hold up. Be prepared for that response from the coach. It makes a lot of sense, Eric. It makes a lot of sense, Eric. I just wish I had somebody else talk to me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening. And some of y'all on here quiet because y'all, I don't know what's wrong. You don't have to be quiet. I ain't blaming nobody. I know you got to produce. If a coach with the cachet of Anthony Penny Hardaway had people talking about they need to fire him, and he done won 20 games every season except this season, I can imagine what's happening to the rest of these Black African-American coaches. I understand. But I do know some of these coaches rotten too now. It's interesting. Let me go back. We can come back and touch on that anytime y'all want to. Let me finish my monologue. Let me see that I have. And I talked about the women. I talked about the games tonight. Prairie View plays tonight. The early game tonight, I think is at 6:30 tonight against Lehigh. And then Miami of Ohio. I want to see them play. They play against SMU. I can't wait. Let me tell you something. This March Madness got me crunk. It got me crunk. I can't tell you. But Howard beat University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and Texas with the help of Tremont Mark, beat North Carolina State. I'm telling y'all, this is one scenario. I wish both coaches lost. Then I was telling y'all, I want y'all to watch California Baptist. Whatever y'all get a chance, go watch him or go watch some film. I'm gonna give y'all some, cause this little bit ass guard, man. I ain't saying he no pro or not, but he one of the best reasons to watch mid-major basketball. Sometimes you'll just get a freak athlete like this and who tears and tears above everybody else on the court in terms of just sheer movement. I just want y'all, I want our young people to see this. I think he's about 5'10". His name Dominique Daniels. I mentioned him the other day, but just watch.
Lefty is also equally as good. Built the wall. Daniels, swagger, step back, tie, delivering, breaking ankles, and making this still very much in the...
Daniels with 7 on the shot clock. Nasty has he. Oh, what a move!
Back to Daniels. Over Lindhart and good!
On Saturday, Pep, he called you out and said, you got 500 more people here.
Dominic in transition. Dom between his legs.
Daniels around the screen from Hennig. Now he's going to drive in for a closer look. What a... With that baseline pass a lot in this game.
This how good your son got to be.
They love driving baseline and throwing out.
Wow. Dominic. Daniels in transition.
Whoa! On the shot clock. Daniels behind his back. Little stutter step. Gets inside. Splits it.
I had to show y'all this.
On the ISO. Deep 2.
He in the tournament, y'all.
Daniels, can he do it again? Oh, yeah!
Dom Daniels down Las Vegas. Boom.
Daniels loses control but collects it. Daniels shakes off his defender, puts up the three. Across the timeline.
Are y'all watching this?
Going left, goes inside. What a scoop shot!
Really having a nice game here so far.
Now up to 13.
Wow.
Ball comes into Udrogo. And an alley-oop pass.
Williamson showing
He got to play. Kansas got to guard that.
Or with a line-through bucket here. Udrogo lobbing. Daniels Jr.
56% in the second half. Look at that step back.
Will tick under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Daniels Jr. behind the back. Oh, it's Phil.
hard, and they can really score the ball.
Daniels first free.
By 4 with 1 minute to go. Daniels, a little stutter step to the rim. Yeah.
May help to force him another way, or a little check him a little bit, give him a little contact. Uh-oh.
If y'all watching the separation, the things he can do with his body.
Tonight from the free
Side. Daniels with the right hand. Get in there.
The floor than he wants to be. Great split, Dom.
Daniels two.
His 2 stars, William and Daniels, have not left the floor. Daniels, why would
In this game.
Daniels could not get the basketball. Steal by Daniels. Daniels.
Thank you, Frank. Damon Stoudemire. Exactly. Y'all, where's Kansas at? I think he got to play against Kansas. Hold on. Florida over here, Duke over here, Arizona. Oh, that's who they play. Kansas play Cal Baptist. I can't wait to see that game. I can't wait to see y'all. Did anybody know about him before I just gave you this information? I told you about him the other day, but anybody seen him? Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the reasons to watch mid-major basketball. Because sometimes you get a freak athlete like this that is tears and tears above everybody else on the court in terms of just sheer movement. Corey, did you see his movements? Did you see his head was always over his body? It wasn't leaning. So if they bump him, he wouldn't fall over because your head is the heaviest thing in the world. It was always whop, whop, whop. Oh, it's more. Yeah, it's more. I can play his highlights all day. Wow. Let me keep going. And one thing I saw too yesterday, Paul, we got these groupie ass assistant coaches running on the court with time on the clock. University of Texas. Who else did it? I think Missouri coaches did it. Assistant coaches, set your groupie ass down and quit being a fan. Because Sean Miller wanted to kill that dude last night. I'm going to show it to you. Coaches, talk to your team, talk to your staff about this. Have a staff member in charge of keeping everyone on the bench. College has an epidemic of this. Great shot by Tremont Mark. Great way to start off March Madness. And also at some point, someone on the opposing team is going to run into a celebrating coach on the sideline who jumps out on the court and forces the ref hand to call the technical foul. Let me show it to you, y'all. Y'all gonna see it. Sean Miller, watch this.
Here comes the foul. Here comes the foul. I want OT so bad.
You see him way out there on the floor. He done took his big grown ass. Hold up, y'all. Let me go back. He done took his big goop ass out, way out on the floor. Watch. And then they tell him to come back. The game ain't over. He done walked his big group and watched Sean Miller let him have it. Watch this. Look at the ref. Look at the players trying to say, why is the coach on the floor? Then he get his ass. Then his other coach come cussing him out. Hold up. Then Sean Miller gonna come get him. Watch this. Oh, that's Miller right there. Miller tell you, if you don't get your group it, oh, you know he telling him. Watch it. Look at him. He's still mad at him. Watch. Sean Miller gonna turn around again in the white shirt. Watch. He turn around and look at him again. Watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Look at him. Look at dude. You know his ass ain't gonna be there next year. Oh, he talking about the same conference with, your grandson is in the WAC? What school he play for in the WAC, Curtis Jordan? But did y'all see that? Y'all, these coaches got to quit being fans, man. The assistant coach named Ryan Anderson running out on the floor. And credit to the officials, man, for not letting that ruin a great ending, but probably could have been a technical foul. Could y'all help me? This is why I said, man, this is a groupie ass society we in. Coaches used to sit over there and chill and hold the kids back. Shit, now the kids got to hold the coaches back. You know, I love the press conferences. I love how young men, how they act in the press conference. I love them. This Howard basketball team, this Howard period, you know. Y'all got to realize, when I grew up, I wasn't thinking about going to Howard. Didn't nobody tell me, Robert, you can go to Howard. Nobody. Then I'm thinking about the same Howard University or a young man said, who was a great tennis player. I mean, played golf, a great golfer. He was at Howard, and he played golf, but Howard didn't have a golf team. But the kid said, I wanted this Howard education. So I'm gonna play golf on the side. I'm gonna play golf on the side, but I'm getting this college education, this Howard education. But one great moment, great moment. Stephen Curry, executive produced a movie. I don't know what the name of the movie is. It might have been Selma. It wasn't the movies. So they were at Howard playing the movie for the Howard University audience. Stephen Curry showed up. This young man, the golfer, who went to Howard, but Howard don't have a golf team. They had a question and answer after the movie. He came up to Stephen Curry and said, hey, Mr. Curry, how you doing? Man, I go to Howard, but I'm a pretty good golfer, but I came to Howard because I wanted the education, but they don't have a golf team, but I got a golf club. It's a golf club around here we play. He said, but would you like to come play tomorrow? You got time to come play with us tomorrow? Steph said, no, I got to get back. I can't, but give me your information. Here my info, gave him his email. And this young man emailed Stephen Curry, I think several times. And about 6 months later, I don't know how many months, I got it in my phone, but a few months later, Stephen Curry called the coach, Sam Purier, and said, look, what y'all need to start a program? What you need? He said, we need $1 million a year. He said, you got it. I'm gonna fund this program for 6 years. I'm gonna give you $1 million a year for 6 years. Right? And also, I'm gonna get Callaway to furnish your gear. And also, Under Armour, you're gonna wear their gear. This young man don't show up at this event. This young man don't open up his mouth and say, Mr. Curry, that probably would have never happened. So Kenny Blakely, when he got there, he came right in the middle of the pandemic. 2019, he came to Howard. This man had won 2 championships with Duke. But he wanted to do this at an HBCU. Follow me? So when I look at stuff like this and I watch this kid, one of his players, listen to him. Watch this.
They inspire me to be a better man and a better basketball player every single day, and that's what I try to go into games with and go into the practice with, like, for the younger guys, to be an inspiration. Like, at the end of the day, the ball's gonna stop bouncing at one day, but it's how you make people feel and the impact you have on them. And that's what I wanna leave a lasting impact on these guys, because my OGs left a great impact on me, and I love those guys to death. So every time I have a tough game or anything like that, like, it's funny, I always look at the young guys on the end of the bench and I'm just like, I gotta keep going. I can't falter because they're counting on me. They inspire me to be a better man and a better basketball.
Did y'all hear that? I'm gonna play it again because somebody ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna play it again. But in one of the interviews, I guess I didn't cue that one up. In one of the interviews, he was saying that coach My coach. My coach is that dude. You follow me? Trying to find it. But let me play it again. One more time.
They inspired me to be a better man and a better basketball player every single day, and that's what I try to go into games with and go into the practice with, like, for the younger guys, to be an inspiration. Like, at the end of the day, the ball's gonna stop bouncing at one day, but it's how you make people feel and the impact you have on them. And that's what I want to leave a lasting impact on these guys, because my OGs left a great impact on me, and I love those guys to death. So every time I have a tough game, everything like that, like, it's funny. I always look at the young guys on the end of the bench, and I'm just like, I gotta keep going. I can't falter because they're counting on me. They inspired me to be a better man and a better.
That's the kind of young men that we got to start growing up. His name is Jose Okoye. He tried not to get too emotional as he talked about this historic moment for Howard's men's basketball team. He gave credit to the former Bison players. And he said he hopes he left a legacy for the younger guys on the team. Not just as a player, but as a man. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Howard golf team. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. That's what this stuff is about, right there. I know it's one shining moment. I mean, he ain't no dog. He ain't this. At the end of the day, that's what leadership is. That's what leadership is. And in this NIL era, parents, that's why I told y'all need to share the show. Because I'm going to share something with you. The parents and the players, not all, but the parents and the players are out of order. And I don't mean the way the referee say in a game. I mean the way the process is supposed to work. See, right now, y'all got to realize you're listening to a guy that's been through the process with a son, that been in this business for 30 years, seen a lot of sides of this sports and entertainment business. A lot of parents and a lot of kids just do not understand the way the process is supposed to work. See, right now, we got a lot of athletes are learning everything completely out of order. They want things. Belinda, they expect things. Ricky Scott, they even feel entitled to things before they've shown any proof that they're deserving of it. I want some NIL and you ain't done shit. Michael Jordan said it best. I used to have to earn my money. They didn't just give it to me. Let me see, can I find that? Oh. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see, Michael Jordan. Did I put it under Michael Jordan? But he said something. He just said, I used to have to earn it first before I got it. Let me make sure. It was interesting. I just wanted y'all to hear it. If I can't find it, it really don't matter. He was just talking to Oprah. Wait a minute. It might be it here, but let me see. Let me see if this is. Oh, that is.
You get paid off for potential. A rock star, you have to be good. If you come in now, most of our young kids come in now, we don't know how great they're gonna be, but yet they got 5-year guaranteed, millions of dollars, admirations of many. We earn what we got. Now they get that before they play one game. So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid's ever gonna be good or not. So in essence, you're paying the kid off of potential that he may be great.
You don't think that's good?
No, because I think it sets a bad work ethic. When you get something so easily, you're not gonna work as hard. You get paid off of potential.
I know I had that on there. I know it's gonna be quiet right now. I know y'all finna get quiet now. But they even feel entitled to things before they've shown any proof they're deserving of it. They want minutes before they've shown consistency. They want freedom before they've shown discipline. Discipline. They want leadership before they've shown sacrifice. And they want trust before they've shown any amount of reliability. And because of that, everything starts to feel toxic. Ain't nothing worse than a toxic relationship. I told y'all about I had a toxic relationship with a friend of mine. She was always benefiting being around me. I never benefited being around her. Every time she was around me, she met a millionaire, athlete. I'm around her. I ain't never met a girl that made $50,000 being around her. The relationship wasn't good. Players think coaches are unfair. Teammates start resenting each other. Parents think the kids are being overlooked. They sleeping on my kid, man. I can't stand Jimmy. I can't. By the way, I think the spring icebreaker coming up soon. Parents think kids are being overlooked. But the real issue is the process is backwards. It's out of order. The sequence is all wrong. Because in sports, as well as in life, there is an order to things, Ricky Scott. First come habits, then come performance, then come trust, then comes opportunity, then come freedom. But today, a lot of athletes want to start at the end of the sequence. They want freedom first. I want freedom to play my game. You ain't got no game. They want the recognition first. Jeffrey Day, come film my game. Gary Carter, come film my game. Michael Jordan, come film my game. Htx, come film my game. They want recognition first. They want opportunity first. Before the habits and the proof have ever been established. Now, if you just want a family, just your granddad and them can come see you, get somebody to just do it with their phone, and granddaddy can see that. You're wasting your time. Before the habits and the proof have ever been established, they want some. And when everyone in the environment is staking their claim to something they haven't actually earned yet. Yes, the entire system. It feels toxic. So that's when the boy Tyrus Thomas come on here and talked about it. Some people don't, he just talking, he just talk. But listen to what he's saying. But everyone believes they deserve more. But very few are focusing on becoming more. I told y'all should have shared this show today. So here's the question, and it's simple. Are you demanding things from the game, or are you proving things to the game? Because status mooted, when the order is right, the opportunities take care of themselves. But when everything is out of order, frustration is guaranteed. Trust, ladies and gentlemen, comes after proof. You need to ask your question. Self the question. What should come first? Opportunity or proof? When these college coaches get y'all on these campuses as freshmen, man, you got some work to do, man. All you freshmen is coming up. You can't get the sequence wrong, because sports is like life. There's order thing. First, young fellas, you got to get in the habits. You got the habits, right? Then you got to get your performance. I gave you stats. You didn't perform. So evidently your habits were bad. Early in the show, I gave y'all some stats of a freshman. Coach told him to move around. But first come the habits. I wish I had somebody listening to me. I think this thing is on mute. First comes the habits, Ricky Scott. Frank Young. Louis Santini. First comes the habits. Freight, Corey Wimbledon. First comes Tom Miranda. Michael Jordan. First comes the habits. Eric Harrison, you ain't said nothing. First comes the habits. I know y'all might be busy. Who is this? I'm just going through here. Otha Brown. First, Johnny Arnett. I know you was there for the first half. You probably ain't here. You need to get back to the second half, because y'all need this the kind of stuff need to be spliced and sent to somebody. You know, you'll take something negative and take somebody say, hold up, if I came on here and talk, hold up, like Herb Baker mentioned something about a kid the other day, then everybody texting. Y'all need to cut that stuff out. Ain't nobody talking about y'all damn kids on this show. I'm not letting them. Quit being so damn sensitive. But first comes the habits. I told y'all, Kevin Freeman, when I watched my son's progress, he's a great basketball player. but he had the habits of a CEO. He didn't have the habits. Now, he going to go work out. He going to work out hard. He going to do all of that. But if it came down to going to the gym or studying for a test, that man said, man, I got to study for this test. I got a CEO. So let me cultivate that CEO in him. He's still playing basketball. But I kept making sure his CEO habits were up to par. First come the habits, then come the performance. Then comes the trust. Then the coach give you an opportunity. But you got to perform. And then comes your freedom. But today, I told you, a lot of athletes want to start at the end of the sequence. Gary Carter, they made a video of me. I'm bad. We want the recognition first. You want the opportunity first. I ain't read that book. You getting this from the Robert Hatter book. Hold up, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Hold up. Watch this. Watch this. There's a great book by Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Would be amazing if someone in the sports industry would write a 7. Dude, it's all the same. I'm just giving you something from Robert Hatter. You didn't have to go buy that book. I just gave you something. And I'm getting tired of giving this to y'all for free because some of y'all don't appreciate it. It's the same principles. Somebody don't need to write a sports industry. Don't read it. You use the same principles in sport. I'm giving them to you right now. You don't have to go read that Stephen Covey book. You don't know about. I'm giving it to you right now. Before the habits and the proof have ever been established, these people want opportunity first. You can't. You got to start with the habits. And when everyone in the environment is staking their claim like this to something that they haven't actually earned, if you listen, you wouldn't even be worried about Stephen Covey's book. You'll be sharing this damn show, Michael Jordan. You'll be splicing out what I'm saying and sending it to somebody. Instead of selling somebody else's book, I'm giving it to you how you get it. They always want something that they never really earn. Yes, the entire system feels toxic, but everybody believes they deserve more. But very few are focused on becoming more. That's tweetable right there. Everybody think they deserve more. I deserve more playing time. I deserve more. Are you focusing on becoming more? Because if you became more, you ain't got to worry about the coach telling you, I need you. You ain't got to worry about it. You got to become more. Tamika, you have to become more. If your son ain't playing, son, you got to become more. If you want more, you got to become more. You're demanding more from this game. You got to be focused on becoming more. If you think you deserve more, you got to be focused on becoming more. Are you demanding things from a game? or are you proving things to the game? You're supposed to prove to the coach, man, you gonna look like a damn fool keeping me on this bench. Stephen, what is his name? Stephen Covey didn't give you that. I'm giving you that. Michael Jordan. So it is the question, and it's simple. I'm gonna repeat it again. Are you demanding things from the game, or are you proving things to the game? Because when the order is right, the opportunities take care of themselves. But when everything is out of order, frustration is guaranteed. That's why you show up to the gym, want to fight everybody. Want to fight the ref, want to mad at the coach, everybody mad at everybody. Trust comes after proof. You should be asking yourself the question when you come. You should ask your kid, what should come first, son? Opportunity or proof? I'm telling you, today's parents and the players, they just got the things out of order. And I'm just trying to put you in order without you going and getting Stephen Covey's book. It's about order. And I don't mean the way the referee says in the game. Y'all out of order. I ain't talking about that. I mean the way the process is supposed to work. And Gary, I'm going to reiterate, because this is so important. This is so nice. I got to talk about it twice. A lot of athletes are learning everything completely out of order. They can't even play and trying to get you to make a video for them. Of course, you're going to make the video. That's your job. But if they was in order, you would be trying to make a video of them. Hold on. To help your brand. Because they so cold. By you being associated with them, it helps you. God, boy, that was good. God, I ain't never think about that. But I'm telling you about, this is how the process is supposed to work. See, right now, I told you, they want things. They expect things. They even feel entitled to things before they've shown any proof they are deserving of it. My child is the McDonald's All-American nominee. No, he ain't. No. I'll do somebody got to go and call and nominate your son. That don't mean he don't get him. No, don't even do him like that. You out of order. They want minutes before they've shown consistency. I can't trust you, man, to go in there and turn my damn basketball over. If you shooting, you done shot 25 threes and ain't hit but 2 of them, why the hell did you shoot them all? Some should have clicked in your head. I didn't hit 2 of these. I ain't hit but 2. What, I'm going to shoot until I make one? I'm going to the hole. My game, that ain't part of my game. Ain't it time you go a whole season and you hit 2 threes out of 25? You don't need to be shooting that shot, man. You understand me? They want freedom before they show any discipline. Coach give you freedom to shoot it, but you got to have discipline enough to, hey, man, I ain't made one of these. I'm finna get to this hole. They want leadership before they've shown a sacrifice. And they want trust before they've shown any amount of reliability. And because of that, everything starts to feel toxic. Now players think coaches are unfair. Teammates start resenting each other. Parents think the kids are being overlooked. He ain't ranking my son high enough. He ain't playing my son. My son better than everybody on the team. If your son is better than everybody on the team, why is he telling your son to get in the portal? Parents, there was some missing. And what I'm trying to tell you today, the real issue is the process is backwards. It's out of order. The sequence is all wrong. Basketball and life, there's order. But remember, the habits come first. What was that? So I got another video from a young man. He been killing me. But I want y'all to hear this.
For a 10th grade, why are you traveling? You need to be running 2-3 miles every day. You need to be lifting weights. You need to be making 200 or 300 shots. The best player, hypothetically say the coach let him go off and shoot 20 shots a game. Shoot 20 shots a game. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In 4 days, you only shot 140 shots. Man, you supposed to be making 400-500 a day if you talking about being good. I wasn't a shooter when I played in the NBA. I made 500 shots on a minimum every day. The worst shooters go and make, because that's my job, right? So I can outshoot the average Joe on the street. And they don't understand that. So even in the form of developing, you wasting your whole summer. For a 10th grade, why are you traveling?
I'll wait. I'm gonna play it again because I want somebody to comment on that one.
For a 10th grade, why are you traveling? You need to be running 2-3 miles every day. You need to be lifting weights. You need to be making 200 or 300 shots. The best player, hypothetically say the coach let him go off and shoot 20 shots a game. Shoot 20 shots a game. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In 4 days, you only shot 140 shots. Man, you supposed to be making 400-500 a day if you talking about being good. I wasn't a shooter when I played in the NBA. I made 500 shots on a minimum every day. The worst shooters go and make, because that's my job, right? So I can outshoot the average Joe on the street. And they don't understand that. So even in the form of developing, you wasting your whole summer. For a 10th grade.
That was powerful. Ms. Hawkins, what you mean, I guess you don't count? What you mean? I missed that. I missed that one. You got to talk in complete sentences around here because we've talked about a lot of things. He's speaking out. Tyrus Thomas was speaking out on some of the recent hot topics in summer basketball. Parents traveling to games. It's completely optional, he said. Let me give you some more. That was a good one. I like that one. Ladies and gentlemen, if your son gonna play this weekend, I think it's the icebreaker this weekend. He gonna play this weekend, right? He ain't gonna get but 10 shots a game. Say he play 4 games. So you gonna spend a whole weekend playing. That's 4 games, okay? He get 10 shots. That's a lot. 10 shots. That's 40 shots. 40 shots this weekend. How the hell you gonna get good shooting 40 shots? Then what if little Johnny ain't shooting but 5 shots again? Hello? 20 shots. But he trying to be good? So you go there, but make sure he getting these shots up all week. And every shot ain't got to be a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, form shooting is a part of your shots. Close to the goal, just getting your form right. You do 10 on this side, do 10 on that side, do 10 on this side. Guess what? You're seeing the ball go. That's 30 makes. Makes now, not shots, makes. That's 30 makes right there. You done seen the ball go in the basket. Then you step back a step. Do it again. That's 60. You step back. Then you do your miking drills. You just want to see the ball going in the basket. The more you see the ball going in the basket, the more confidence you're going to have. The more muscle memory you're going to have. Can y'all imagine this dude, Stephen Curry, can run around how genius he is? But Robert, he's just a basketball player. The stuff that it takes to go and contort your body and look at the rim at the last minute from anywhere out there and that's genius. Everybody can't do that. But I see y'all don't like to talk about this. And I ain't talking about your trainer. I'm just saying your trainer might need some help.
What make you think that your 11-year-old getting exposure if the high school kids can't get into college? The difference is when we played, parents ain't travel. Like, I never played in front of parents. Like, in the summer, parents went to work. Parents went to work. You got in a 15-passenger van with your coach and your team, and y'all went wherever y'all went. I'm watching 11-year-old exposure tournament. To what? Yeah. Well, ain't nobody come watch you. Don't nobody care how good an 11-year-old live with their mama. Huh?
The other side making money though.
Yeah, because them parents care and them parents are stupid. And them parents think that, man, we see it now. If they now are recruiting 24 and 25-year-olds, what make you think that your 11-year-old getting exposure if the high school kids can't get into college? What make you think that they looking at an 11-year-old?
Yeah. I mean, the high schools are about to go out and start raising money to give high schools NIL deals. That's the next thing happening.
But watch this. But they gonna spend the money on trying to get the kids, but they not spending nothing on the people that they putting in the seats to develop the kids, to mentor the kids, to nurture the kids, right? They think they could just go get kids.
I just don't see nobody's comments right now. I don't see nobody's comment. Am I missing something? Is my mic, is my video wrong? Should I turn the volume up? Is something? I can't. Ain't nobody talking to me. Ain't nobody talking to me. Hold on. I got another. I think I got another. Hold on.
If you have to pay, your child not good enough. I never paid to play basketball. I never paid. My mama never. We did fundraisers, but pay to go play basketball? Yeah. If you good enough, oh, they're going to pay for you. And that's the misconception. People think that they could pay their way in. No, because they paying for the ones who good enough. So nobody should be spending thousands of dollars on basketball, on no sport, because if your child is good enough to be on the elite circuit, they are going to pay for them.
Yeah.
and they gonna pay to bring you to. Yeah, so if you have to pay, your child not good enough. Take that money and pay for some real training. Find a group of kids that your children could play pickup with. Like,
save that money.
Save your money, man. If you have
now y'all can talk to me. Y'all can talk to me. I want to hear. I want to hear y'all. Listen. Oh, I'm just the messenger here, right? All that man is did is say, I just gave y'all that, Ricky. I said the parents and the players are out of order. And I don't, like I said, I mean the process is supposed, listen, the way the process is supposed to work. See, right now, a lot of athletes are learning everything completely out of order. They want things. They expect things already. Ain't nowhere in the world. Yo, if I knew what I knew now, I used to let them people, that little old Houston hoop ass team, and my son, I don't know why I put my son on that damn team. Hold up. This how it started. Let me get y'all. Can I talk to y'all? Can I talk? My son was a football player to me. Left hand, little Michael Vick. Oh, he's skinny, he's throwing touchdown, run out there fast and everything, right? Man, I was enjoying my son playing football. Man, he had a basketball goal in the backyard. He had all of it. But I ain't never, dude, you go out there and play if you want to. No. So one year, you know, every year you got to go get your helmet and you have to go get your helmet and your shoulder pads, right? So we in shoulder pad play. We get academy. We in academy. We kicking it. Me and him getting fit. It's another gentleman coming in fitting his son, right? Same age, fitting. And the gentleman said, look, when this over with, why don't you bring your son? I got a little basketball team called the Houston Jaguars. Why don't you bring him and let him play? I said, you coaching? I ain't coaching. I don't want to coach my son. I'm gonna be too hard on him. I know I want to cheer for my baby. He was a football player. Go, son. Go, son. Basketball, I know I'm gonna be hard on him. I want to love my son. I ain't trying to fight my son. So he said, okay. So we got there. We went over there. Went over there and played. But this little team was so damn good. These dudes knew how to play. I forgot what, about 10 and under, 9 and under, one of them 10 and 11, they young. But these little dudes were good. LJ Rose, J. Michael Reese, DJ Griggs, and all these guys, they was good. So my son, that's who he practiced with. That's who he played with. But guess what? He wasn't gonna play on that team. So guess what? We said, when we travel nationally, we'll go. But I want him to play. If he gonna play, let him get on the developmental team with the other guys that can't play that damn good. And guess what? I'm gonna donate my time teaching the developmental team. Right? You follow me? So we they got pretty good. Now hold up, they went better than these others. These others was bad. They won the Nationals 2 years in a row, all of that. But when I go back and look at it, I wasted a lot of damn time with other people's kids. And I could have just been working my son out by himself all that damn time. And I wasted a lot of time. Went to another team. Y'all watch this. Y'all see, unlike a lot of people, they get on these shows, they can't talk about, I've been through what y'all been through. So That's it. He said, I didn't know if your child could play, it wasn't supposed to pay. They got me on the first go round, but with my second child, okay, you didn't know. Let me put that up. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to me. I'm just telling you how this stuff started with me. It started just, man, I didn't want him to play basketball. Then he started liking it. So then we moved up, then so I worked him out. So then by that time, the Houston Hoops, they little bit of Junebug ass team, they won him. So he went over there and he told that, So so what happened, I'll never forget this, y'all. We went on a trip to Austin, playing in Austin, right? My son just got on the team because it was like the mid-season, whatever. So it was, I don't know what season it was in the summer. So he got on the team, but he, they didn't let him start the first game, right? So we go to the game. I'm good. I'm sitting back chilling. Then he get in the game, destroying motherfuckers. Dude sitting next to me said, man, he put something on his phone. He said, which one is your son? Because he's smart enough to know people be listening. And I said, number 5. I guess that's his number, I forget. He said, why he's not starting? I said, he just got on the team. He said, I don't care when he got on the team. I don't even know this man from Adam's house cat. My son was playing against his son. And his son was going at it. His son was one of the best players on that team. He said, I don't care. Then he asked me something else. He said, who is number so-and-so? I said, that's the coach's son. He said, okay, I know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a daddy baller, nobody should know that's your son. Make sure that your son can play, man. If you're playing him in front of these other kids, because other people from whole other cities ain't never met me before asking me stuff on a phone because he didn't want to offend the people around. After that turn, he started from the rest of the way out, But you got to, cause some parents, you got to understand his parents stuff. His parents, he just got on the team, duh. But we got out of this situation. I said, man, we ain't gonna do nothing. We ain't do no more of this situation. I don't like this situation. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like this situation. Tell you why. One time, grandma don't know nothing about basketball. She come to the game. She enjoyed the game. She said, my baby play good. She said, but Robert, what does swing it mean? I said, what does swing it mean? I said, that means swing the ball, pass it one more time. Why coach always said that when Robert get the ball? She was smart. I said, because he wanted to pass it to his son. She said, Robert, that's not fair. She said, she don't know nothing about basketball. And she understood. She said, why? The coach hollering, swing it. So we didn't stay on that team long. Hold up. And I know, and just what you got to, y'all got to be able to talk to y'all kids. Because Rob didn't tell me. Because I said, dude, we ain't going to be on that team no more. You know what he did? He went and folded that little uniform up, put it in a bag, and put it by the door, and said, Dad, you can take that to them. He didn't want to play with them. I didn't know that. He didn't tell me that. That's why y'all got to talk to y'all kids, because I just assumed he wanted to play. So then that's the year we said, nah, we finna get to training. We got to go into John Lucas, getting better, and getting better. And then guess what? It was time because John Lucas said, Rob, don't worry about if he's the best 9th grader. Don't worry about if he's the best 10th grader. Don't even really worry about if he's the best 11th grader. You better make sure he's the best going into that last 7th, 11th grade to 12th grade. That's when he need to be great. And that's when he went and did his thing. Everybody, it ain't gonna happen like this. See, some of y'all won't forget it. I didn't ask nobody to film him. I didn't tell nobody. We ain't got a lot of film. And what I did, I never forget. I got him on, put him on a 17 and under team in the 8th grade. Because what? I was the sponsor of the team. The team was so good, they always got a lead. This little 8th grader can get in the game and play a little bit. He was just so little. If he wasn't little, he'd been a little bit decent. So that's how this stuff works, man. But it's a process. I never wanted him to skip the line. I didn't say, this is my team. I pay the money. Start my 8th grade son. No. Set your little ass on him. We're going to practice with these guys because we actually practice 3-4 times a week. We're going to practice with these best guys in the country. And you're going to, when you play against these other dudes, when you go to high school, that's why in high school, he just did what the hell he wanted to do. Because he playing against the best. So it's a process though, y'all. You can't, you can't feel entitled. You can't want things. You know what he wanted? To be like them. He want to be better than them guys who I had 10. Man, I'm telling you, we used to have drills where he was a point guard. He couldn't get the ball court because DJ Griggs or J. Michael Reese and Wichita, they were going to steal the ball from him. So he had to learn. So that's why when he got to high school, somebody trying to press him, that's the one, I'm telling you, he was the one he told everybody on the team, man, go on down there. I'm going to beat all 5 of these. Because he played against the best. You follow me? See, we don't want our kids. I want my kid to play. My kid's 20 years old. I want him to play 11 and under. No. Let your young kid play. Let him get knocked down. Let him get in the mouth. He gonna be all right. But guess what? And when you sick him on them other guys that he got to play against, he ain't got to play against them grown guys, he destroying them. But we got the process backwards. We want him to be here. We want him to be on Extra Ice Media. We want him to be on Ball is Live. No. You don't want him to feel entitled to things that they ain't proved that they deserving of it. They can't be 1 minutes and ain't show consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, got to be dogs. These kids got to be, when they get out of here, and I was just thinking about something. What's I got? Yeah. This good. This is a good one. It's a good one. I was just thinking about all my educators out here. I was just thinking about something. I saw this the other day. They talked about high school classes that the Gen X took that are no longer exist. So you got to go through some and experience pain and failure before you grow and get better. But you want to avoid the pain and working off the ground. You can't avoid the pain. What's that? Lighter night? What? He said, let me put it on the screen. Let me put some of this stuff on the screen. Yo, you can't, you can't, dude, you can't take the elevator. You got to take the stairs. So that's what Eric said. He said, you got to go through something, pain, experience failure before you grow and get better. Man, they used to steal that ball for that boy. That boy used to be about to cry. They used to steal the ball from him every time. But I said, guess what? Get out in that driveway and dribble. So they can't take it from you. You got to have that thing on the string. Then you become Geppetto instead of Pinocchio. Right now, you Pinocchio. They just toying with you. It's gonna be a time that you gonna be Geppetto and you gonna be toying with them. That's what I told him. What else, he said, I don't know if your child could play. I wasn't supposed to pay. They got me the first go round. Now, not just players. Your kid got to be damn near a high major basketball player, man. That's what they're not saying. Not just can play. He got to be a high major basketball prospect. Let me put that back up there. He said, but my second child, I didn't pay for anything plus free rooms, free food. See, your second child was probably a D1 prospect. That's all they are. They ain't paying for mediocrity. And some people, you gotta understand, them dudes was better than my son. I understood it. But I always want him in the room. Man, if you in a room and you the baddest dude in the room, you need to find a new room. You shouldn't be the most successful guy. You shouldn't be the most intelligent. Go move and try to find you another room so you can grow. Because I'm sitting here looking, because I was thinking about high school classes that the Gen X took that no longer exist. And I really think they should bring these classes back. Because I was looking at him. He said, we also had a class called, the dude was telling me, they called Daily Living. They taught real world skills. Too many young adults today don't know how to do the basic things to get back in the world. What classes do you think they should bring back into the classroom today that will help young adults? Y'all tell me. High school class. I remember home ec. I used to love home ec. I said I learned how to sew. My mama was a great seamstress, but I learned how to sew. She didn't teach me. I learned how to sew at school. I never forget. I made a shirt first, and then I made some pants, because the pants the hardest thing, because the fly is the hardest thing to do. But when I got the hang of it, man, I could sew my butt off. Like right now, but my man, I know I do all that. But I took home, it was a required class. We cooked. I don't remember what I learned how to cook though. You learn to sew and learn to use skills that we use in everyday living. Do they have those classes now? I don't know. I ain't been in the classroom. I ain't got a son in the classroom. I ain't got nobody. Then they had photography classes. This class was so fun. We learned how to develop our own film, and we got to go take pictures during class. Shop, I used to what? Y'all know I like books. So I built my bookcase. I built a bookcase. I never forget. I built a bookcase. That bookcase, oh, that bookcase was cold. All my books went in there. But I knew how to use it, man. And they told you about the safety of the machines, telling you your whole hand can get cut off with the machine. I mean, I used to love it. I used to love it. Shop, power tools, table saws, metal and woods, typing. Basic typing skill. I used to get type, y'all. This dude here used to sit up there. That's how I got one of my first jobs was at an IRS doing tax time. I could type real fast. When I type real fast, they say, oh, we need you. Civics class, learn how the laws work and learn how about voting and government and taxes. Driver's ed. Do they still do that? This was actually a class. You could go out and practice driving, learn driver's safety. They prepare you for your driver's test. Personal finance. Learn how to balance a checkbook, write checks, how credit cards work, interest, stock market. Learn how to address an envelope. But it just feels like in today's time, school doesn't prepare our kids and grandkids for everyday life. Some guy told me his kids didn't even learn how to write cursive. I love to write cursive. I don't know what's going on out here. All you educators, that was for y'all. Y'all help me. I was 7th grade trying typing champ. Oh, that's good. Dude, I ain't want nobody to beat me doing nothing. Conflict resolution. Shh. In high school, no. It's offered, but sometimes, no, it wasn't offered. It was required when I went to school. Only thing that was optional is ROTC. I never took that because I never planned on going to no damn army. I ain't never take that. He said, it's offered, but sometimes the enrollment is low, so some campuses will not have it on their camp. Okay, I like that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Brandt. I needed that. I needed that. Cause you know, I be thinking about things sometimes. But y'all tonight, hold on. Watch this. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Yes, sir. I'm doing great, sir. I'm, I'm on the show right now, sir. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off. I know you forgot. You used to know. 12 to 2. But I know. I'm gonna call you back in just a second. You got something for me? What? I know. Okay, and tell them. Well, hey, this U of H basketball. Bilal Bailey calling me saying hello to the city. We ready to roll. Anything you want to say? What? They doing it for the city. My man. I'll call you when I get out. Okay. All right, bye. Hey, when people, watch this. When people are in the middle of something very important in their life and they pick up a telephone and call you, they getting ready to go for the battle of their life. They ain't got no favorite team. They're a 2 seed and they getting ready to go for the battle of their life. And he thought enough of me. And I know he something that you want to see, do I need to do? But that's importance of this show. That's the importance of this platform. Shout out to Bilal. Shout out to Coach Sampson. Shout out to Coach Kellen Sampson. Shout out to T Buckets, Tanya Sampson now. She used to be the woman in the Women Rock Wednesday, and that's Kellen's wife. So that was unique, man. That's why I answered the phone. I had to answer the phone because he might need some. Somebody might need it some. So I always try to be there for him. He said, Joe. He said, no, they don't. I took driver's ed. Now they want you to pay $1,000 to take driver's ed. Wow, Jay, that ain't right. In Southern California, before year 2000, all 10th graders were required to take swimming for a semester. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. But I had fun with y'all today. I had fun with y'all, especially Michael Jordan. But you know what? Don't you know if your son don't go to Cornell University, you cannot graduate from Cornell University without taking the swimming class and learning how to swim and public safety, all of that, you know. You cannot graduate. That's part of your curriculum. Every single person. Because they got a lot of lakes around the Canoga Lake. They got a lot of lakes around. They got a lot of water. So guess what? You have to learn how to, it's required. You can't graduate it without it. They'll hold your diploma till you take that class. In case you didn't know, I guess gave you some, I didn't know it. I didn't know it until I got up there. Rob said, I got to take the class. Do you know how to swim already? He said, yeah, but some of these guys don't know how to swim. They've never swum before. But it's, thank y'all so much. Can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow. But tonight, you remember Prayer View playing tonight. We got to support Prayer View. I want Prayer View to win tonight. They go against Lehigh. Let me look at it and make sure I got their times. I think they play at 6:30. Wait a minute. Man, this was, sometimes this iPad, man, I'm gonna throw this thing out the window, man. I'm gonna throw it out the window. Let me use my phone. Lehigh. Oh, wait a minute, 5:40. They play early. And who else played tonight? I got it in my notes. Hold on. Let me see. I just want to let y'all know who we go. Here we go. It's Wednesday, right? 5:40, True TV, Prairie View versus Lehigh. But at 9 o'clock, or at 8, but at 8:15, Miami, Ohio, play SMU. Why the big break in the team to time? Why the big break? Could somebody tell me that? Why has they got the big? Why is the big break? Interesting. Okay. All right. Prairie View, go get that win tonight. Go Panthers. Go Swag. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Let me hit that button on y'all. Like my grandson said, don't hit that white button on me.